So let's talk about some economic impacts in terms of what areas should Atlantic City focus on to promote economic stability, sustained growth, transformation to a year-round destination.
I think Atlantic City's moving in such a great direction with the entertainment offering. And I know our summer entertainment schedule is the best I've seen since I've been there. And then you have the Hard Rock who's coming in, who's not afraid to put in acts like Counting Crows on a Thursday night. And I think that's going to help all of us. It's you've got people who normally wouldn't be in Atlantic City on a Thursday night, and they're going to be looking at, dining and going to the Steel Pier and going grab a margarita at Margaritaville, or maybe even coming over to the Quarter. So I'm really impressed with that entertainment and the some of the food and beverage offerings. Walking down the boardwalk from Tropicana, there's that new beer garden that, if you haven't seen it yet, it's really impressive that the Bungalow Beach owners have put forth, and that's going to be a good experience. And the more of those options that we have for our customers, it is going to help extend the stay. I know, we talked earlier, you're always trying to get them a convention here. Our greatest win really is when they come here as an individual, attend a convention, and then come back with their family. And that's a real win for all of us.
One of the biggest changes that I saw in Atlantic City post Pennsylvania gaming in terms of the macro economy was a shortening of the season, if you will. And anecdotally, we hear, business was clustered around that weekend. So to the extent to which, we're going to have these entertainment options, new facilities to go view, observation wheels that are available on the shoulder seasons or midweek, that's a wonderful thing. And I think, I'm very optimistic, as I think most people are when they think about Atlantic City. And I think importantly as well, you've got new entrants to the market. You've got corporate entities that are coming into the Atlantic City market that have not done business there in the past. And that puts pressure on the existing businesses to upgrade their product and offer more entertainment. If they see it working midweek, they've got to try and make work midweek as well. So I think all this is very exciting and portends to some very positive things for Atlantic City.
And what can we do new? Whom can we bring in here to help continue to improve the economy, to diversify our economy? And obviously, the constant approach on leisure is so important. But right now, we're conducting a study on esports. We know that it's the fastest growing segment, and it's the second most participated sports segment of viewership to National Football League. And I could go on and give you a whole hour presentation on what's happening in the esports segment. But what we're looking to do is there an opportunity for Atlantic City to grow into this segment? Can we put together kind of an esports arena? What does that look like? Who do we work with? Who would we partner with? There's about 12 to 15 primary video games that people play online worldwide. And this is a new economy that's emerging, that has emerged, that some of you may have kids that play video games, and you're probably saying, get off the games, go outside and play. And now you've got teams being formed, and you've got NFL franchises that are hiring players, NBA teams hiring players. And some of these franchises are starting off are at the tune of $20 million. And we see prize money anywhere between, on a low-end, small weekend tournament of $5,000 to a national tournament that might be at Staples Center in Los Angeles with $1 million prize money. It's a whole new business opportunity that we're looking at. And if we're successful with that, we see a great opportunity to attract a lot of esports tournaments, pushing that business throughout the local area so that everybody gets a piece of the action. We want to see them at the Steel Pier. We want to see them at the Trop. We want to see them on the golf courses when they're not participating, and really be a hub here on the East Coast for that segment of business.
What I want to talk about is when you talk about expanding and our opportunities, we're not so much into the esports, but just sports tourism has become huge in our area. It's basically shoulder season events. When you have Delmo Sports, who does Escape the Cape, and you have 2,500 people jumping off the back of the Cape May Lewis ferry, I mean, that's amazing. Another one, Tony, I wouldn't do that either. But, when you see that there's 25 participants, but they come with their families, their fans, their, friends who cheer them on. And it's a triathlon that, takes over a day. It's now has a children's component to it. You can get in any part of this, and it's an entire weekend. And as we see them build up and fill in our shoulder season weekends, we are seeing more and more people coming. And it's like, what else are they doing while they're here? They're at the restaurants, they're at the retail shops, they're, at our attractions. We're seeing ecotourism. It's a $600 million industry in Cape May County. I mean, who knew how many people in this whole country that are interested in birding and how important it is to our area. When you think about, the World Series of Birding, which is taking place this week, it's in its 35th year, and they have sponsors from all over the world, Nikon camera, Leica, Swarovski Crystal. These are all corporations that are sponsoring and bringing teams from around the world to Cape May County, to find how many birds can they identify in 24 hours. And while it's throughout the state of New Jersey, it's pretty much based right in Cape May County, in the city of Cape May. And these are the things that we need to work, and we work to, make our visitors know that these are, we're in the top 3 birding hotspots in North America. And, there's only 2 places in the country that has a tourism infrastructure that's so close to a birding hotspot. So you can be at a spa in the morning, you can have gourmet dinner, and you can bird in the afternoon. I mean, these normally when they're birding, they're going to, they're roughing it and hiking and camping, in pursuit of that bird or to add to their life list. We have it all, and they can spend their evenings at the entertainment in Atlantic City. There's the dining, there's the gaming. So now we've expanded it and giving these birders who are spending a lot of money in pursuit of identifying birds, and they're spending a lot of money elsewhere in supporting the tourism industry. So that's really important when we look at the summer season. Just gets shorter and shorter and shorter. Our businesses can't make the money in a 10-week, especially if you have a rainy July, but they can make dollars if they stay open longer and they support these other eco and agritourism attractions that we have. So that's kind of what we're doing to expand and make sure that, we are bringing our visitors back. We have 41% of our summer visitors come back in the fall, 15% come back in the winter. So it's a growth area, and we still have plenty of, work to do to make that, make us more of an 8-9 month season for Cape May County. And, little steps at a time, always baby steps, but, we are seeing an increase. So that is what we're doing here, and I think that it works to expand when we look at Atlantic County and Cumberland County as well.